Now, what is the Meta Business Suite? It's basically an all-in-one place where you can connect all your different accounts and businesses, manage things like messages, content, analytics, and ads. It's a very large and dynamic system that Meta has built, but it allows us to create ads effectively. Now, before we start running and configuring our ads, we want to make sure that we set up our pixel tracking to ensure that we're tracking and optimizing as much data as possible with our ads. Now, we're going to get into that in just a minute here, but let me give you a quick rundown of how the Meta Business Suite works. Under notifications, you can view alerts, engagement, messages, and more. If you click here on inbox, it'll bring you to your inbox page where you can view your Messenger inbox, Instagram inbox, Facebook comments, and Instagram comments. If you go to content, you can see all your content that's posted on your pages. Under planner, you can schedule a post and view any scheduling you have set in the future. Ads brings us to our ads dashboard. And then you have insights where you can check all your analytics in different audiences. But in this course, we're focused on running ads, not scheduling or creating content. So what we want to do is come over to the all tools and look under the advertise section. So first you have your ads page. This basically provides an overview of your ads, all currently running ads, scheduled ads. It'll also go ahead and show you some standard metrics. You have your ad limits per page, which tells you how many ads you can run across all your various business pages and what your current limit is set to. Then you have your advert manager, which is where we'll be doing the actual creation of our campaigns, ad sets, variations, along with looking at some of the analytics. This is where you can create custom audiences based on data that you've gathered, like an email list or results from your previous campaigns. Then we have automated rules, where you can set certain conditions that trigger automatic actions within your ads. For example, if the cost per click gets too high, you can make it pause your ad campaign, or increase the budget if the return on ad spend hits a certain threshold. You have your creative hub where you can actually make ad mockups, show your ads with different team members, and test with different formats. You have your event manager, which is where you can set up your pixel to create and monitor custom events that you set, like making a purchase or clicking on a specific button. Then you have instant forms. This is one of the methods that you can use to generate leads when you're running your campaigns, and all your submissions will go here. And then your partnerships ad hub is where you can work with influencers to run joint campaigns with shared audiences. Now, with all of that being said, the first thing we are going to do is go ahead to the events manager. Click on events manager, and we get prompted with a welcome to events manager. We're gonna come over here and press connect data. Now we're gonna connect it to the web, to one of our already existing websites. Now you don't need a website in Pixel setup to run ads, but I highly recommend it. So we'll come down here and press next. We're gonna name our data set and name it Tello Media. We'll uncheck this and come down and press create. And if you don't have a website already, I recommend checking out our 15-minute web design course where you can make a premium website in just 15 minutes. Now we're gonna go ahead and do setup with partner integration, come down and click next. Now you can choose a partner based on what platform you built your website on. Of course, all of our websites are built on WordPress, so we're gonna click WordPress and then click next. Now the first thing it wants us to do is install the Facebook WordPress plugin. So we're gonna pull up our WordPress dashboard, go down to plugins, add new plugin. Now you wanna go ahead and search Metapixel in your plugins dashboard and click install now. It'll install and then you'll see it'll pop up with the activate button, and we'll go ahead and press activate. Now in our plugins dashboard, we're gonna find our plugin and go ahead and press settings. You'll be able to directly integrate your Facebook right from this page. It'll then take you to your Facebook. You can log in and continue. Next, make sure you choose the right business portfolio. Obviously, we're gonna choose Tello Media Co. and click next. Choose the right page, Tello Media Co., click next. Choose the right Instagram account, Tello Media Co., click next. And for your ad account, it says that we don't have an active ad account, so we'll create new, and we'll name it Tello Media Co. Then we can click next. Now, if you scroll down, you see we have Tello Media Co. Click next and open it again, which made 2, but we're just gonna stick with the data set that starts with 590. Click continue. Ensure everything is checked, click next, and it will automatically link up your accounts. And there you go, your Metapixel is now integrated within your website. We have the option to create an ad, but we're not gonna do that just yet. We're gonna come down and press done. You'll see a little window here. Make sure you press share and confirm. Give the page a refresh, and now you can see that you're officially connected. Now, before we move on and assume everything's automatically connected, now we can go ahead and see that everything's connected, but let's check to make sure. After we install our pixel on our WordPress site, we wanna go to next, next, and then we wanna set up a page to test our activity. So I've gone ahead and made a sample product page that we can test to make sure everything's set up correctly. As you can see, this is our product page here. We'll go ahead and put our product page here. Now, before we do this, we want to make sure that all of our ad blockers are turned off. This will allow Meta to track the pixel more effectively. You'll click send traffic, and you can go ahead and click on any button on your site. So let's go and click on add to cart. You can see it's been added to our cart. If you go back to the page, you can see that the traffic was detected and the pixel is active. So now we'll go ahead and press next. Now, as we continue, you'll notice that Facebook has preset events. Now, as we move on, you'll notice that Facebook will let us track preset events, things like adding products to a cart, purchases, and more. But if you want, you can actually go ahead and set up your very own custom event so that if you want somebody to click on a specific button and track that data, you can do that as well. So let's put in our website one more time and click open website. You can see that I got an error for my pop-up blocker. So let's make sure that we always allow and click done and do it again. Now on the left-hand side, you will see the Meta event setup tool. Now there's not a lot of buttons on this page, but if you click track new button, it'll let you choose exactly what you want to track. Now you can do this with menus, see where people usually go after they land on your page. You can do this with form submissions. You can do this with a variety of different things. Typically the buttons are already preset and you don't have to make your own custom conversion. Now, if you're making an ad, I do recommend that you have a simple landing page, which we will talk about later on in this course. But let's say for this instance, we want to track people who click on our submit button on our reviews. So we'll come down and click submit. You then will configure what type of event is it. You can then label it based on any of these categories, exactly what type of event it is. For example, if it was somebody clicking on a Spotify link to go to your song, you'd click view content. Or if it was a button that brought people to donate to your foundation, then you'd label it donate. For this simple example, we're going to click on contact. You can now see the icon with the verification check mark, so you know that this action is being tracked. And then you'll come up here and press finish setup and then finish. You can skip over that and you're good to go. Then you want to come down to your data sources, make sure you're on the right pixel. Again, we're going with the one that says 590. Confirm your website's events are set up correctly, and then enter our URL here that we set up our test event on and click open website. We're now going to come down, write a little review. We'll write this product is incredible. Click submit. Now, when we go back, you can see that our events were received. Now, some of these events are automatically curated by Facebook, but you can also view our custom event mixed in here. For example, when we first went to the page, it tracked a page view event. Then we went to click our submit button without clicking on the stars, so it tracked our first attempt at clicking the button. Then when the form let us actually submit, it processed it automatically as a subscribe button. As you can see, it says automatically logged, but then it also processed our custom event, which we set up, which is contact. And now that you've actually configured it here, later on when we go to run our ads, you'll be able to choose the event and your custom event will be listed. And just like that, we've embedded the pixel into your website and you can start tracking conversions and data that flood in from your ads. And you can start tracking the activity from your ads effectively and other custom events that you set up.